Hi everybody, Tim Dwyer back again. Well, this one's just primarily for South Australians initially, as we're facing a so-called election in March. I think it's going to be a farcical load of rubbish. However, that's a problem South Australia's got. Maybe the other states have got it as well. And it appears that state-wise, our government does not listen to anything we say. To give you an example, the people protesting about closing the repatriation hospital had hundreds of thousands of signatures, and they took it to Parliament here in South Australia to protest the closing, to say don't close it. The government threw it in the bin. They chose not to listen to their people. They go ahead and waste hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in this state. Our new hospital is a joke. It's got to be a joke of global proportions. By the time they finish paying for this thing, it will cost every South Australian man, woman and child $80,000. It's insane. We've got a D-cell plant that cost $1.2 billion and they've never turned it on. Doesn't produce water so much as because it's too expensive. The CSIRO have said that it'll never work because the cost of running it is far too expensive. We've got electricity situation here now, as everybody knows in Australia, whereby people are just scampering to try and be self-sufficient because we do not trust the electricity supply. And we were once a proud, very proud manufacturing nation that had facilities, that electricity that could supply all our manufacturing needs. The lunacy has to stop. And what I'm suggesting is, look, I'm not a lawyer and this is not legal advice. This is just a rough idea to give some thought to. Now, if you've got lunatics running the show, and it doesn't matter what flavour flag they fly, by the time they get into Parliament, they're bound by the ridiculous laws and rules they have in Parliament, so they all become nutcases. So the only way to stop this stupidity is perhaps if we were to slow down, cut back, reduce the money supply to these idiots, we might get their attention because nothing else seems to work. So what happens is this. Do you pay rates? Do you pay land tax? Are you a farmer with a NRM levy? Do you pay emergency services levies? What would you say if I found out that all this is illegal, unlawful, and just pure theft? Now, what I want to do is I'm just going to bring up a document and explain a couple of little things to you. Let's see how we go. Now, again, I'll say it again. I'm not a lawyer. Okay? I am not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. Take it as entertainment if you wish, but give it some thought. Let's see this little document. Okay. Now, here's a little document that says that as we are known worldwide as a self-governed colony, the independent sovereign tribal nation of Australia, our real adopted King's Law, true rights and laws for the protection of the people by the people are the Commonwealth of Australia Constitution and the Commonwealth of Australia High Court rulings must be abided by law. In 1903, the Judiciary Act, Section 25, High Court rulings, must be enforced by law. Enforced by law. Right? If any legislation made by federal or state parliaments are not made up by the Commonwealth of Australia Constitution and the Commonwealth of Australia High Court rulings, it is illegal and null and void. Now you can look up all those meanings. Now here we go. The Commonwealth of Australia High Court ruling, 23rd of June 1999, Sue versus Hill, right? We've just had the Section 44 debacle, of which there was no penalty dished out to anybody, but God help you if you diddle Centrelink or don't pay a speeding fine, you're a bloody criminal. So we move down here. If you're a landholder, you own a house, you own a farm, you own a building, whatever. Fee simple. A High Court ruling in 1923, Mr. Justice Isaacs, Commonwealth versus New South Wales, you can look that up, that licence or fine or fee cannot be held on fee simple property. High Court rulings, Mabo versus others, Mabo and others versus Queensland, all rights were conferred to all property owners under freehold deed of grant and also traditional rights. Fee simple and traditional rights cover all of Australia, including the roads, footpaths and our waters to the 200 nautical mile limit. And a person holding a parcel of land is assured under fee simple tenure of all the rights of the disponer, referring to the real crown, so as that the rights of the disponer are transferred to the disponee. So it doesn't matter who originally held the land. If you've bought it, those rights go to you, which is the purchaser. That is binding on the sovereign, heirs and successors. Let's go back here. It is illegal, unlawful, according to the Constitution and the High Court of Australia ruling in 1923 by Justice Isaacs, that the council cannot charge you rates. They cannot charge you land tax. The state can't charge you land tax. They cannot charge you emergency services levy because they are doing so unlawfully and they are betting London to a brick. You're oblivious to it. You don't know about it. Well, now you do. If you don't like the idiots in charge, dry up their money. It's just a thought. Let's get their attention. They won't listen to petitions. You can sit there and talk until you're blue in the face. They'll just go ahead and do whatever the hell they want. If we pull the dollars out from under them, they've got to listen. It's just a thought. It is just a thought. So anyway, that's my little blurt for now. Might put another one up later on. Catch you later, guys. Thank you so much. And stay strong and understand you have rights. And the only time you don't is when you voluntarily give them up or stay silent while the state rides roughshod over you. See you later.